down into the future. I read in the paper maybe 2-3 weeks ago, it said that this winter was supposed to be like the winter of '78. Read that, right?
Yeah.
So thinking ahead, where are we headed with, I mean, if there's 10 feet of snow, 13 foot, I mean, I think this movement is gonna be forced to confront some basic kind of reality real quick in the summer, or in the winter rather. I just don't know what, at a certain point, we're gonna be, it'll be harder and harder to continue.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Exactly what
What?
I was just going to say that I understand why he is asking that question, but I also believe that we need to deal with this proposal and vote on it, because that is a little off the.
Okay. But we're not gonna vote until we get through all the proposals. Is there any proposals left?
But if I may have a direct response to just a real quick one.
I think we're gonna get too far down the line. Do we have a proposal here? I appreciate it, and it's definitely gonna be talked about in public.
Voting process. We had a proposal. Is that proposal tabled or going to be voted on? Second proposal.
Okay. Just to explain, we need to get through the proposals. We'll do a short review. And what was that? We need to break off into groups, or what do we need to do after we get done with the proposals?
Well,
Reminder here.
after somebody proposes an idea, then we discuss it and we go over any concerns, and then we brainstorm to find one that most people, if not all people, feel comfortable with,
Okay.
and then we vote on it.
So that's what we're going to have to do, is when we're done with all of the proposals, we're going to have a general discussion about it. We can break into smaller groups if we want for a time frame. I can set the timer on my phone so we don't get too far away from it to come back, because this is a big thing and it's not going to happen immediately. We're not going to be done in 15 minutes, unfortunately. So, is there anybody else on the stack for anything a proposal?
Just, I guess, just along the same lines of what I already
You
said.
have a serious proposal about what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, come on. Okay.
I guess just that.
Do you need mic check?
Mike check.
Let's see. If we don't get the support from the group,
We don't get the support from the group
to make this civil disobedience a reality,
to make the civil disobedience a reality,
or if we do have and get arrested,
or if we do have and get arrested,
I propose
an
an organized hunger strike to make it real,
hunger strike to make it real,
taking place
immediately
after our action.
after our action.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
We were gonna maybe talk about all the logistics of the proposal. I would suggest that would be one of those elements of the proposal that could be part of the entire package instead of making it a separate proposal.
I would just say it's a trigger.
I think that's what was said earlier. It's just and he put it as an amendment, I think, to the proposal to include it. And I think you said that that could be talked about in logistics, and I agree. I mean, I think that our proposal is not exclusive to a possible hunger strike. I mean, I think that's a great idea.
Candace?
This is a proposal?
Yeah.
Well, come out front. Come on. Come on. You can't do it from back there. People need to hear you. Mic check.
Mike
check. I don't think I need the mic. I guess it kind of goes hand in hand with Amjad's thing, because this has to be kind of a civil disobedience, but I guess it's kind of in addition, and I don't know, I know I floated this before, and I'm throwing it out there again because there's some people that believe it should at least be on the table. My proposal is that in addition to setting up tents, that we move the Promenade Park and just pick up, move, and set up tents all at once in one swift action.
I'd like to interrupt for a second. My computer just died. If somebody else wants to take notes, please do.
What's going on, Tristan?
Battery's gonna die.
Battery's gonna die too.
Jeez.
Okay, there's always pen and paper, you guys.
That's doing the broadcast.
What do we got? You don't know if we can use. Can you do notes on paper, or does somebody need to pick up from here?
I don't even have any paper anymore. Somebody
Well,
stole
no,
my
if you
notebook.
pick up
last
paper,
night.
are you okay doing notes?
I really suck at handwriting.
Okay, who? Somebody good
Okay,
handwriting?
somebody, Ellen is
Let's
good.
do it.
No, Ellen.
Oh, okay,
You
we're
don't gotta
good,
get
we're good,
pissed
we're
at me
good.
for it.
We're good.
Okay, let's pick up where we left off.
Okay,
I think I was kind of done.
so the
I
proposal,
mean, I can answer questions about it, but
just a reminder, is that something that has been heavily discussed is moving out of this area to a new area when we do the tent thing. And that is in line with, but not exclusive to, Amjad's proposal.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check. Damn.
Right, on that discussion.
Well, 2 points first.
Two points first.
One,
One,
this is not Amjad's proposal.
this is not Amjad's proposal.
I don't want it to be individualized to me because there was a work group that met yesterday.
I don't want it to be individualized to me because there was a work group that met yesterday.
I don't own it.
I don't own it.
Okay, that's the first thing. Second,
Second,
the group that met yesterday,
the group that met yesterday,
that came up with a proposal that I'm just a spokesperson for,
they came up with the proposal that I'm just a spokesperson for,
discussed the possibilities of moving to another location.
discussed the possibilities of moving to another location,
And we voted by consensus to rule that out.
and we voted by consensus to rule that out.
I just want to let people know that that was part of the discussion yesterday.
I just wanted to let people know that was part of the discussion yesterday.
That's it.
That's it.
Stand up here.
The idea of moving to another park,
The idea of moving to another park
I guess, is just that. The city parks go by the same rules.
City parks go by the same rules.
We can't camp here,
We can't camp here,
can't camp there.
we can't camp there.
And I think the symbolism of this spot,
And I think
The symbolism of this spot,
with the banks, the financial district,
with
the banks, the financial district,
still stands as an important reason why we selected it.
still stands as an important reason why we selected it.
Is there anybody else?
We have a proposal from the rest.
Another proposal?
Yeah. I have a proposal
I have a proposal
that I will quickly table.
that I will quickly table.
It's like this gentleman's.
It's like this gentleman's.
Instead of a building,
Instead of a building,
I work for an organization
I work for an organization
that has been working toward
that has been working towards
occupying individual properties
occupying individual
that
properties
have been foreclosed
that have been foreclosed
or bank owned.
or bank owned.
This is a possible winter plan,
This is a possible winter plan,
as suggested by this gentleman.
as suggested by this gentleman.
And it's important
And it's important
to consider what this gentleman brought up
what this gentleman brought up
and what plan will grow this movement.
and what plan will grow this movement.
And whatever action we choose
And whatever action we choose
for the immediate concern,
for the immediate concern,
we should consider
we should consider
how that will transition
how that will transition
to a winter plan.
to a winter plan.
But I want to table mine
And I want to table mine
because the immediate concern
because the immediate concern
is what happens tonight.
is what happens tonight.
What happens to those few people
What happens to those few people
that are staying out every night?
that are staying out every night?
That's the more immediate concern.
That's the more immediate concern.
That's all.
Nobody else.
Nobody else on stack. So we want to do breakout groups and set a timer and discuss amongst people the proposals. We don't want to do that. So
No.
we want to like discuss the proposals, and we'll take a stack and people can just air their concerns about each proposal, and not necessarily logistical, but just questions. It doesn't have to be like where the porta potty is going to be put, or is there going to be enough sleeping bags? Maybe just an overall concern about the proposal. So, anybody discuss, please? Put your hands up. We got people going over here.
As part of the vote on the proposal, is there going to be a threshold number of participants?
We work on a modified consensus model. We don't, when we vote, it's not vote as we think of it. So it's not majority rule. I think that's what you're asking. No, I'm sorry.
No, as far as the participants in the actual action, are we going to see if we have enough people, or how many people are up for the action before we decide to vote on it?
That's the idea. That's why I said we need at least 20 to 30 people, and this will show. I didn't have a formula that I came up with that number. Just intuitively, that's what I thought would be the kind of presence that would be required. The group may discuss that and feel otherwise in trying to reach the decision, but I do know for sure that it can't be the 2 or 3 or 5 people that have been here day in and day out.